Hello everyone, or should I say aloha everyone. My name is Pacha and welcome to this little special build for the Oceania Animal Pack. And of course this is not a new thing, we already did some of special builds to kind of celebrate the launch of a new DLC and update. We are building for one of the animals of that new pack, to show if there are pieces, to show also the new pieces and such. And this time this is the same because, as I said, the new Oceania Animal Pack is going live, is available for you guys to purchase today. When you are watching this video, when this video goes live, update 1.15 as well as the Oceania Pack are available for the public, exactly, with 5 new animals as well as over 200 new building pieces and plants. And if you have been living under a rock and you don't know what this pack is about, or what animals are in the pack or anything like that, I of course also have a video showcasing anything new from the pack as well as the update on my channel. I uploaded them yesterday, so if you want to have a deep dive into everything that you can expect with the pack and the update, I highly recommend watching these. But to give a short answer, we are getting 5 new species from the Oceanian continent into the game. We are getting, as a new walkthrough exhibit, we are getting the flying fox, we are getting the kiwi, the North Island brown kiwi, we are finally getting the Tasmanian devil, we are getting the adorable little quokka, and we are getting the animal that we are building for today, which is the small little blue penguin, the fairy blue penguin, the little penguin. It has many names. The game or Frontier calls it the little penguin, but you also can say little blue penguin because they are blue. As I said, there are different names for a lot of animals. You get right here. And we are today building for these little guys because they became one of my favorites of the new pack, strangely enough. Amongst all the other cool stuff that we are getting, these really stole my heart. You can see them here in the background, swimming around, diving in their new pool, and they don't really need a lot of space. That is also really cool. So you can have, I think I have up to 20 in this enclosure now, and they don't really need a lot of water, deep water, anything like that. And I also wanted to utilize the new what is it called, viewing dome mechanic, that where you can have viewing domes under these bubble domes that you might maybe know from real zoos for your guests, and you can also place it underwater. And I wanted to utilize that and having a viewing dome underwater where you can get really up close to the penguins. Exactly. Maybe if you're from the US, you may recognize the shape of the enclosure. If not, it's also totally fine. The general layout, basically, not the design, but the layout of the enclosure are very much inspired by Cincinnati Zoo's little blue penguin enclosure that it's not that old actually. I think last year or 2 years ago they built that, and it's a really cool one where you can get really up close to the penguins in the water area, but you also have sort of a land area over there. And this is kind of what I was basing my enclosure on. But when I saw that we are getting these new volcanic lava rocks with the pack, one of the lava rocks are from the free update. That's right. That we are getting these lava rocks, which are so reminiscent of the Polynesian area. I needed to build something with that, and that is why we have this kind of like this volcanic rock archway bridge that goes over the enclosure and separates the land area, or the main land area, from the main water coastal area. Kind of like if their lava was flowing down, from these cliffs that we will later add, and was then cooling off and forming this lava bridge. And then we also have these black rocks, these lava rocks throughout the whole enclosure, really giving this Polynesian island vibe where you have all these lava rocks lying around, creating new land and everything like that. And we are of course also using a lot of the new pieces. I think 90% of all the pieces that I'm using in this build, apart from the backstage building later on, are utilizing the new pieces that come with the pack. Except my mud walls here, that you can also find on the workshop, by the way, if you are interested in that. My own mud walls, which I use here to create this backdrop of a, kind of like a coastal cliff They have like the upper area, which is more of a rainforest or a forest, and then you have this cliff going down to the beach where these little penguins live and thrive. And yeah, in the end, you already saw it in the beginning cinematic. It turned out really amazing, and I'm really happy how it works out, and that they can also use most of the space, or almost all space, of the enclosure. Of course, with deep diving, it's always a little bit finicky, because the animals or the hitbox of the animals can create some problems. But surprisingly, and goes for all the animals in this pack, their hitboxes are super generous. They're super small, super good to work with. Also, the new plants in this pack don't have huge hitboxes or even hitboxes at all. Even somewhere I would suggest it, like where you would think it, like some of the very big ferns don't have a hitbox. And yeah, here we are seeing this new underwater dome bubble viewing dome thing, which looks really cool. I had some problems in my early access version of the game with recoloring this bubble. Maybe it could be a early access bug or something like that. But yeah, in the end, it turned out really cool. And we hopefully in the real-time part at the end, we will go down there to see how it looks. And also, by the way, because I forgot it, and yeah, it is because I'm so excited about the new pack. Huge thanks to Frontier for actually providing me with an early access version of both the update as well as the DLC, so that I can make these videos for you, I can create these things for you. So huge thanks to them, huge shout out to them for supporting me. And yeah, without them, I don't know, I couldn't make these videos for you. So I'm really happy and grateful that they do that. And also another thing we have to talk about, why we are building these little caves or beach huts for our penguins, which turned out really cute, because of course the little blue penguin lives in burrows. Basically, you also see two burrows in the background that they can use. But then I thought, yeah, we have so many penguins, I need to create some artificial burrows, basically, which then, yeah, in my lore, they are not functional, but in my mind, they are connected to the backstage area, which will be behind that. So the keepers or veterinaries could access these burrows from the backside and see how the penguins are doing. They are really cool. I maybe put them on the workshop, I don't know. And yeah, speaking about workshop, exactly, that brings me back to my original topic, the special build, of course. As I said in the beginning, I tend to do these special builds for when a pack releases, to celebrate the pack. So building a one-off build of one of the animals, and then yeah, the rest of the animals will either added to my existing zoos, or I have started a new zoo where I can add them, like we did with the Arid pack in Wa Jamila. This time it will be a little bit different, because for once the animals don't fit in really any of my zoos. They don't fit in Raven Creek, which is very European and North American themed, and they don't fit in Wa Jamila because that is about desert animals, and these are clearly not desert animals. And yeah, I also don't have the time and the patience and the motivation really to start another third zoo, another mini zoo, or whatever it would turn out. And now some people might be a bit disappointed about that, that I don't do some crazy Polynesian, Hawaiian island inspired zoo with lots of water. I have ideas for that zoo, but I simply don't have the time and motivation to do that, because also of real life stuff, real life work stuff. At the moment I'm a little bit short on time. So what I thought what we are doing, or what I am doing for this new pack, is that I will build basically 4 or 5, depending on how much motivation I have to build for the flying foxes. But yeah, at least 4 special builds for all the 4 habitat animals of this pack. So this is number 1 of these special builds, but there will be 4 more for the Tasmanian devil, the kiwi, and the quokka. The one-off builds where I only build a habitat for them. That I will also try to later, when this video goes live, this habitat will be available for you on the workshop. So if you just bought the pack and you're thinking, ah man, I want to build for little blue penguins, or I want to have a habitat for little blue penguins, and I need some inspiration or I need some help with it, you can actually get yeah, this habitat that I'm building here right now for your zoo, you can make a blueprint out of it and put it in your zoo. I don't know yet how well blueprinting the whole habitat works. Either if it works, I will do that. Otherwise, I will just upload the map itself to the workshop, and then you can, yeah, blueprint it yourself. Whatever you need, how you need it, what pieces you need of this blueprint, you can do that yourself. And I will just upload the map so you can, yeah, work it out yourself. Because I'm a little bit short on time at the moment. But we have to see how it works out. I will, yeah, provide a link to the workshop page down here in the comments so you can get this building for the habitat for yourself. And the same goes for all of the other ones that we are building over the next 4 weeks, I would say, for 4 animals, 1 animal per week. And in the end, we will have a special, or we have a 1 habitat built for all of the animals. I already have plans for all of the animals, how their habitat should look like, and they will also all be different. They will be somewhat modern, so still realistic to a degree, but also somewhat modern, and of course utilizing as many of the new pieces as possible, because of course this is the highlight of the pack. And yeah, speaking of utilizing pieces, here at the moment we are building like a cover hut, or a backstage cover hut for our dome viewing entrance, because this big thing in the background is the entrance that you need to make these viewing domes workable. You need this entrance, this tunnel entrance, basically similar to how the restaurants work. And to cover the build up, we're building this Polynesian beach hut, basically this surfer hut, because the whole habitat is more of a surfer theme. We will later have also some like a vista point for the penguins on a surfboard, which they can actually go onto, and then it looks like that the penguin is surfing a little bit, which is super cute. Yeah, I also made some nice screenshots of that. Yeah, we're building this one, and I have to say the pieces are super useful to work with. They're super easy to work with. Lots of wood, lots of very natural, very organic materials here. We have another fetch variant, the 4th fetch variant and the 2nd fetch variant this year, actually. It is time that Frontier gives us a recoverable fetch variant and not just a dozen different ones just with different colorations. I mean, yeah, this also then we also have what we need in the end, but is this really helpful? I don't think so. But yeah, this little beach hut here, which I really turned out really cool, especially when I later add this little pier, I would say, more boat wave where you can drive with a boat on and then go onto land. I don't know how was the English word is right now. Yeah, this one here that goes a little bit into the habitat and then provides a nice little background to the habitat itself. A bit of a man-made structure, which also is always a little bit nice to set the scene, basically. But yeah, what is my opinion on the DLC, I would say. I already talked a little bit about my opinion on the DLC in the DLC video itself, but after now playing a lot around with the DLC, placing a lot of the new pieces, playing with the animals, I have to say my previous or my opinion on the DLC, how it was before I had the DLC, was very mixed. I of course was expecting something different. I wasn't sure about the animals, about the theming and everything like that. But when I played with the DLC, when I saw all the new pieces and everything, and saw the animals and how they behave, and what a great job Frontier did with the whole animation again, and with making every animal feel unique and fitting to their real world counterpart, I have to say, it is still not the DLC I would have preferred. This would have been a more temperate forest biome animal DLC fitting for the autumn like it usually is, but it is still a very great DLC, and is I think my favorite DLC of this year, actually. Also, what else did we got? We got the tropical DLC in the spring and the arid animal DLC in summer. But yeah, with these two Cs, and I don't know what the 4th one will be in the winter, but yeah, so far this is I think my favorite DLC of all of them this year. The pieces are really amazing. There's such great pieces. Of course, the tropical ones were also very great, but the animals I think are the star this time of this pack. They are all really small, which is always a highlight, having small animals. which fit in the smaller corners of your zoo. They are really cute. They are really, yeah, very active animals that do a lot. We have a very crazy ones with the kiwi and the Tasmanian devil. I think animals that no zoo games so far had in their roster. The little blue penguins are our third penguin species, but now we have a big penguin with the king penguin. We have a middle sized penguin with the African one, and we have the smallest penguin species with the blue penguin, and the same goes for the quokka. The quokka is a kangaroo, so we now have the biggest kangaroo with the red kangaroo. We have a middle-sized one with the wallaby, and now we have the quokka, the smallest. I think is it the smallest? I don't know, but it looks like the smallest member of the kangaroo family. So really cool. Some very unique animals, and I can't wait to see how Frontier will end this year, what DLC they will provide, and how it will, what next year will bring. We know at least that at least one DLC should still be coming in spring, according to the financial report, but everything after that is very uncertain. We have no confirmation about more DLCs. Maybe next year's spring DLC will be the last one. I don't know. All good things need to come to an end at some point, but still, we have to see. Nothing is written on the wall. Nothing is certain for now. But yeah, we have to wait and see how it turns out. But yeah, I will now leave you to the rest of the speed build with some music while we are now focusing on all the planting and stuff. Of course, I haven't even talked about it. The plants in these pack are, my goodness, are these great plants. A lot of ferns, a lot of temperate plants there, a lot of new green and lush plants that are really great and don't have a huge hitbox. Yeah, if you're a plant lover, you will love this DLC. I have to say that. But yeah, I will now leave you with the rest of the speed build, where we will make this habitat more green, and then I will see you in the end part, in the real-time part, where we look at the finished product in total and see how it works out. So, thank you for listening so far, and have fun with the rest of the speed build. Alright, here we are now in the real-time part and standing at the entrance of our new little blue penguin exhibit. Our little blue penguin exhibit, I don't know. And yeah, we have this first viewing shelter where they are very loud. I have to make them a little bit quieter. With these little cute huts in the background. And there they are. They're super cute. I just love them. Also, they're different colors with this more cyan blue and then more dark blue. Really cool. There is also a spotted one, bipod one, which is very cool. But yeah, you also saw one coming out of this cave. But this is the beach part, basically the beach part where you also can see a little bit of the backstage area over there and the gate for the keepers. Hello, little one. They're just very cute. Yeah, they have cute animations. Apparently I deleted something here, which I didn't plan to do it. So on the fly, while we are doing this, we will add this again. There you go. I don't know if they will interact with it now, but yeah, let's go further. Also, as I said, these plants in this pack are just amazing. These are ferns, by the way, not palms. If you wouldn't know that. And yeah, here we got this a big underwater viewing, swimming pool, bathing pool for the little penguins. And I also love these very shelters here made out of the sails of the new pack. And there you can see them swimming around. They only need 2-meter deep water. I don't know if I have already said that. And there's one standing on the surfboard. Thank you very much, my little one, for doing that while we are doing this showcase build. Super cool to see them underwater, to see them swim around, catching the fishes that are almost as big as they are. And yeah, I just say I love this archway and how green it is and how it frames the whole thing, how it separates the two areas basically. Really cool. And yeah, then we have this little hut over here, which is the building at the entrance for our underwater viewing over there. So even if you are standing outside and your family or friends are here, you can take a photo, maybe with some penguins swimming before them, swimming around them. Really cool. Some nice photo options over here. For you and your friends and your family. They just love to swim. It's really cool. They're really, really active bird. Yeah, if you follow this path, we go to the entrance. Nothing really done over here, inside here. It's just the entrance to this building. And if we click on it, we can viewing dome 8. I don't know what happens there. We can go inside and we can take a look. Yeah, this is how it looks. With this, I don't know still why they choose this weird video filter over here, but yeah, they're coming. They are swimming. Really cool to finally have an option for underwater views that are not just from the outside but also from the inside. And maybe in the future we might get underwater tunnels. I would really hope so. Would make it even better. If you're hearing something in the background, this is a street outside at night and people think they can drive. Anyway, they can drive really fast. Anyway, yeah, really cool. How they swim around and they get really close sometimes. Even they come swim in front of the screen of the bubble. There's also one really, really cool, and I love how the whole thing just turned out. Yeah, that's it. Basically, it's a simple but also very beautiful habitat with lots of different areas. Not a straight path. I love how this glass curves around here like a wave, basically, inviting you to follow the path and see what's in the hut over there. Can I go there? I don't know. But yeah, really cool. And yeah, if you enjoyed this little special build for the new pack, maybe consider giving this video a like or subscribing to the channel. I don't know what happens there. And let me know in the comments, what is your favorite animal of the new pack? What you want to do first? What do you want to build first with the new pack? And then I see you next week with another special build, with another habitat build for one of the animals of this pack. I don't know which one yet, so be surprised. Look forward to that. And yeah, Then I wish you a great rest of the week. Enjoy the new pack if you have it. Stay safe and bye bye everyone.